Sick of these breaking all the time. That is absolutely peeing out. The valve now, this is a new one. The valve is inside this time. So the non-return valve is there. Saying this is the main Tempest tank. So the main two Tempest. So in the Tempest, just go on there, on that wall, back your shower up there, new window in there, which I've got one new one there, you see, to change over. That's for the quarantine tank, which the glass is here now. I've got to go and pick it up from Kyle at CWD. So I'm getting a bit of a sick of these breaking all the time. Obviously not breaking, obviously leaking. Obviously leaking through the valve, always leaking through here after it's been on so long. But saying this valve as well, this one here, if you look inside, you can't see it now. I'm trying to move it about a bit. You see the rubber inside there? You see how it's twisted out? That's when they start leaking all the time, because every time you switch it on and off, turning that all the time. Obviously I can't do it now, I'm trying to hold this phone for you. Turning that off and on all the time. If anything gets stuck in there, it just pushes the rubber out of position there. Always starts leaking, it drives you mad. But saying it's a lot better design this though, I do like that. Obviously the valve now, this is a new one. The valve is inside this time. So the non-return valve is there. So see now it's a lot better there. So obviously this was leaking all the time, driving you mad. So now inside there, a lot shorter at the bottom. So it's a lot better valve now. And the bottom of this as well, in 2 seconds you can open it. So, this bottom of the new valve as well, if you take that off, you can if you wanted to, you can have that as the elbow on there. So if you get a connector, and put it that way, so it comes straight out, it will help you. If it's too tight near the floor, anything like that you see, you can put a connector on there, an elbow. Straight off there, empty it out. There's a lot of sensor with that, so it's easy to do. That one before, you couldn't do anything on that unless you put a piece of pipe on like I did on most of mine. Piece of pipe on there, elbow, and coming across you. But, a lot better design. So it is a ball valve, so it seems a lot better. Let's try and turn it, that was a bit awkward, sorry. So it's a ball valve inside there. Still a rubber, I'm hoping it doesn't go, but do look a lot better quality. A lot better on there, so happy with that. We shall see how we go. But this is another thing I don't like what they've done. They've glued this on here now inside there, you see. This one, obviously this one here will come off. I think a lot of people are having trouble with that there, leaking through here, you see. So I think that's the reason why they've glued it through there. So people probably mithering them and saying why is it leaking at the top here. But obviously, they've stopped that, glued it in. So if you have to in the future, you have to change the whole lot again. You can't just change this valve here, you see. Like you could have changed that there before, you see, but you can't now. So obviously, the whole lot's got to be changed. But, a bit better design. So I've got all those now, got in contact with them. They've changed them all for me, sent them all through. So I'm going to go take it now, I'm going to change them all over. Saying this is the main Tempest tank. So the main two Tempests here is the main mechanical filter on this. Absolutely doing a brilliant job. The clarity of the water. It's been 2 days out, these 4 days are done. And the clarity of that water off these two Tempests. So one of the Tempests comes through into the backy shower. The other Tempest comes up, well, for the pump, comes up around here, splits off, tees off. The other one comes up, comes through the turn here. Send the clarity of this water. The two Tempest is the main mechanical filter, is absolutely brilliant. It's the biological filter. There's that one there, the medium it collects up inside the backy shower. So I'm going to change these today, shall I say. Get these both changed over. And you see, I've done a cut up underneath here. That's come down and come across straight to the grid around there. See, that's where they're going on here. So what I'm going to do now, I did put another valve on there before, but that still leaks as well. You can see that one. I did change that a bit ago. But now we've got a different valve on there. So non-return valve I bought. Still better than the plastic one, which is on this one. It does leak a lot. So what I'll do now, actually, just clean them out, do one flush on them, and I'll show you leaking more or less straight away for a good probably half a day or so. So what I do, clean one at a time. Clean this one first. Just get underneath here. Turn this valve off fully. Shut this valve at the top here. So I put different valves on it, by the way, as well. It's a lot better valves there. Open it up. Let that bubble away nicely. As you can see, they are green inside, but it's still doing the job. They get cleaned out sometimes every day. They're saying if not every other day. These are absolutely brilliant. Comes down across here, round in through the pipe, and straight into the grid. Down here, straight into the drain. It all shoots out. So So I'll do it in a minute. I'll show you in a minute after a couple of cleans, and you'll see it leaking from the valve there. Open the valve up and get so far down. There's no point in bubbling no more. That's the rest of it coming out. Let that empty out. Fill it up again and do it again. What I do in the last clean as well, so just fill it up again, but don't turn that valve on this time. Obviously any bits of crap you can see now, if you can see for the algae. So any bits, anything like that, anything that comes through the pipes, it gets pushed out, straight out. So that's 3 cleans. You do it 3 cleans, and a 4th one, again, just pushing up and pressure out. As you can see the water now, that's how far it's dropped on there. That's 4 cleans of that. You do exactly the same with this side, and that's how much water will change every time I do it, you see. So we've always got a bit of fresh water going in every day to 2 days. And then, same thing with this side. Turn the valve off here, turn the valve off there, open the valve underneath, go straight down again, same again to the drain night. Do that 3 times, like I did with that side, and your job's a good one. As you can see now, that is absolutely peeing out. I just took the pipe off as well there. Obviously I pulled the top as well, so then that seal I was talking about earlier on this. If you mess around with this, ends up leaking up there. You like a round seal, which I'll show you in a bit. And there, it's leaking, knocked it. Any bits of knock on it starts leaking. So in the main valve here, as you can see now, it's absolutely peeing out. So any movement, anything on that, just not good at all. That's the reason why they've got a new valve now. So it's leaking from everywhere. From that, up top here now, just for pulling the pipe down off here. And there we are. So it always leaks from that, always comes through the drain, leaking out. It does stop after probably half a day or something, so it's obviously getting the water change more as well. You can see there now pouring out. But it's a bad design it was at first, but now we've rectified it. It's got a new valve, we've got a new job. The Tempest, absolutely brilliant job these do. As you can see on this one now, it's the old valve that's on it. Always drips, never stop it. So now with the valve inside, you can see on this one. So that should stop the problem now. Same time will tell. I'll do another review again in a few weeks' time again. And make sure that's done the job. Just took the pipe off again now. Same again in there, that seal again. Inside there. End up getting caught up and doing that leaking again there. It's not leaking a great lot like, but I mean, I did have it in a shed before. That was drip, drip, drip all the time. I have to leave a bucket in it, change it every couple of days, take the bucket out and clean it, so it wasn't good. But now with this new valve, it should be alright. So when you changed it as well, so make sure the seal here is nice and clean. You don't want it leaking there again, you see. Any crap built up, just give it a nice clean round. Which there's nothing on it. So this rubber seal on this, will push up against it, it shouldn't leak from there. So you can see why the reason again it's leaking again. This one, see the rubber just sticking out there? It's inside where the valve is. It's got like a little rubber washer, not an O-ring. Twist as you turn the valve off and on. Just obviously just come at the place where it should be. So then now, it shouldn't leak now. I know it will leak, but from here, because I'm not putting a PTFE in there, because I am going to put an elbow on this. You can take that off there, don't put a PTFE because it'll be hard to get out afterwards. So I'm going to put an elbow on that, get a new connection, elbow, go straight across there that way with it. And there, so we'll try it now. Let's see if it leaks. Yeah, just as I said, but I'm not fussed about that, as long as it's not leaking here, or up here, and there, which is fine. Just the bottom there. I'm not going to put PTFE, like I said, I'm going to put a different valve on that. I'll show you another time, but that turns off. Nice and easy. And there's the 2 valves changed. So that was the valve that I changed on the non-return valve, a metal one. I thought which BR would be okay, should I say, but it's not. It didn't turn out right. But that's the old one, the non-return valve. That leaks, comes through there. But now, got a new valve inside. I'm hoping it does the job and doesn't leak. But there's nothing coming from that now. You can see the valve, can you? Somewhere around there. There's right in front of there. Got a little bit sticking out this time, and that's not leaking. So in the pond clarity on this pond, absolute bang on. The Tempest, definitely the job. Cannot fault them at all. So it's had 3 drops, 3 changes through there, and another one, sorry, because that's to change the, obviously the valve at the bottom. So it's had another drop as well to show you as I do it all. It's probably dropped 6 inches. So probably will drop it a bit more today. It's the weekend, so it's doing a bit more water change. Probably drop another 4 inches, 10 inches in this one. Nice fresh water clean. But the Tempest, definitely the job. Cannot fault them. Good job there. Only downside was at the valves, but I'm hoping now we got onto it and sort it out. So now I've got a small quarantine tank in the corner as well. Hospital tank, quarantine tank, whatever you want to call it. So it will be used. So we've got another Tempest here, which we've got the same valve on, which we've got to change. I'm going to put it up here, onto this side here, on this wall. Come up here and put a shower in there. But that will be done, hopefully this week, because Carl from CWD, he's ordered the glass for me. So it took a couple of weeks to come. Well, I did this last year, probably, I think it was over Christmas I did this one. Not rushed it. I just ordered the glass for it. I'll get it all cracked in, get it all sorted out now. So it's all fiberglass. Definitely have time to go off. I see cobwebs and all sorts in it. Big moth in the corner. Big moth in it. Big moth, cobwebs and everything. It's in the Tempest, which go on there, on that wall. Back of shower up there. New window in there. Nice little tank. Then I can't remember how much gallons it was. It was on the old video there, which I'll do a measure it out and everything, so future treatments and stuff in there. But that will be done in the future. With that on there, hopefully, next couple of weeks. Same again, just change this one on here. So this one runs through this system here. So this Tempest here goes across into the shower, old main shower over there. So yeah, good system. If I need crap and everything out, just an extra system what I put on this one. This pond is absolutely brilliant. So just changed it now, so it will leak again there. Obviously not put no PTF again, PTFE tape. It is tight on this valve here. When I put it on there, it's touching there. Do what I put an elbow on there. So I'm going to see if I can get a fitting. Go order some off, probably Amazon or something later on. See what's on there in stock. Order some elbows, put thread into that, and turn off. Come straight into the vein, drain on this side. There we go, leaking a bit. So it's all bang on. No leaking from here. Well happy with that. So they are working. Just that bit there, but forget that bit, that's not enough to do with VA. That's just because you haven't put any PTFE on there, you see. Which I'm not doing, so no one changing. No point doing it there. Just dripping on the floor out of it, it's not a problem. It's inside. Put some PTFE out and put it in there, but definitely does the job. Just had to come outside there now. It's absolutely pouring down again now. Absolutely crazy weather today. Again, every day the last few weeks just been crazy thunderstorms and all sorts of things. Absolutely mad. But saying these 3 valves now, we've changed them over. All changed over. There's 3 of them changed over. We've got another one to do, which we've got one new one there to change over. That's for the quarantine tank, which the glass is here now. We've got to go and pick it up from Carl at CWD. Go and pick it up and hopefully get that done next weekend. And get all that cracked on and get done with it. So we can get up and running. So I'll change that, put this new valve on, get the Tempest running with a backy shower and stuff on really. So then I think EA charged £16 something like that for a new valve. But if you're under guarantee, just give me a bell, send them an email, it's just send you one out really. So obviously they made a mistake on the first valve, absolutely crap. Just obviously if you can see in there, see the rubber again, just obviously leaks from there. Same again, this valve here. But now, this new valve, which that's inside there, a lot better valve, bore valve, and hopefully it does the job. Just saying there, I've not put no PTFE on that. That's the reason why it's leaking there. So saying that's it for this one. So if you don't mind subscribing to us, and a thumbs up if you haven't seen us before, and hopefully we shall see you on the next one.